Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I'm back here on my dream claim. Check out the river. Now, if you didn't see my last couple videos here, I discovered something extremely exciting on my claim. I played around with it a little bit in my last video, and I'm gonna finish it off today. If you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. But I found an illegal ground sluice built by the old timers. I've started clearing it out, and hopefully today I get to the top end where it should be the richest possible gold. Wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now, if you did watch my last video, you'll know I wasn't able to continue up the ground sluice because the rocks were too heavy for me to move. So I rushed back to town, I grabbed Bryson. Say hi, Bryson. Hello. I grabbed Bryson, brought him up here, grabbed the muscle. He's gonna move some big rocks for me today. And hopefully we can get what I think is about 6 more feet of ground sluice exposed and see if it has even better gold. Now, so far, I've got the bottom 6 feet exposed, 3 2-foot sections. I found 1 flake in the bottom, 2 pickers in the next one, possibly 2 or 3 nuggets in the next. It's getting better and better as I go up. Let's hope we find some good nuggets today. Now, what I say is nuggets I found. I am not positive it's actually gold. It's really weird looking stuff. It's heavy, it washes out behind the black sands like gold. It's yellow, but it does not look like gold. It looks like it's coated in something, or possibly rough on the surface, maybe a mercury amalgam or something. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take all the gold I find in this whole sluice, take it home, clean it up, evaluate it a little bit more, see what it actually is, and then I will show you the results of last day and today, and hopefully the whole ground sluice all at once. That's enough talking. Let's get moving rocks. I should mention one more thing. We had a really big rainstorm last night. The water levels obviously surged up and washed a whole lot of gravel into where I had previously cleared. So we'll scrape all that up. We'll put it in a pan all the same and try it, but I don't expect that to have anything in it because it's just the stuff off the top that flowed in. We will clean that out before we work the good stuff under the grates. Again, enough talking. Let's get digging. And as I thought, the stuff that washed in last night in the rainstorm, there was nothing in it. It was just the light stuff. Good stuff is still to come. We're getting it. We're slowly digging back. We're taking everything that's above the grate and throwing it away. Yes, I know every time I throw away even 1 scoopful of gravel, a million comments come in saying, Dan, you should pan that. You're throwing away gold. I know this claim. I know this river. I know none of the gold this claim is going to be sitting up in the upper gravels. It's all going to have sunk to the bottom. Absolutely guaranteed, 100%. I don't need to worry about throwing away the upper gravels. I need the time to get the stuff out of the bottom. We don't want to waste our time with the upper gravels that has nothing in it. So we're just throwing away anything that's above the grates, and we're going to process everything from the grates down. Found the first tie down bracket. We'll take the grinder, grind off that bolt because it's definitely not coming off with a wrench.
Should have brought one of my zip discs.
Yeah, this diamond disc doesn't work all that well for metal. Well, there we go. It's ground off. Now we can lift the first set of grates. Okay, if we can take the carpet off,
Oh, they even have carpet?
Yeah.
I missed that part. So you want to pull the carpet?
Leave the carpet down
Oh, okay.
while the grate lifts. Oh, okay, now let's
Lift this out.
Well, let's drop it once real good. Maybe one more time. One more time. Okay. And we'll leave everything else in the grate, and we'll see what fell out the bottom. Well, there we go. We have the next 2 feet out. I'm going to scrape everything that's on top of the mats into my pan. Then I will take the mats out and clean them out into my pan. Let's hope we got gold. Okay, I couldn't quite get all the scrapings into one pan, so I'll have to do it in 2. So, not much in that first one. One nice flake, and then one more of those odd pieces, which, again, it sure looks like gold, but kinda not, kinda weird. Definitely have to evaluate those when I get home. Here's another one of those pieces, and it looks like I have yellow sticking out of the gray material. I wonder if this is hard rock gold slowly weathering out of a rock. I have no idea. I am baffled. And 2 of the scrapings shows nothing. No gold flakes and none of that whatever it is. So let's do the mats. Well, disappointed with the scrapings, let's hope the carpet shows us something better. Washed out the mats. Let's see what they have. I didn't get much material from the mats. I must have done a good job of scraping them off this last time. Okay, there's another one of those weird pieces. And it's a bigger one, though this one's not really showing yellow like the other ones were, so maybe that's not it. I'll put it in my sucker bottle all the same. But yeah, that's it. Okay, let's wire brush the bottom and see what made it down the sides or through the carpet or any of that kind of stuff. And this is the scrapings from the bottom. One big nugget of lead. Why couldn't that have been gold? So the only thing the scrapings had was one great big nugget of lead. Uncovered the next bolt. Let's grind her off. My little general purpose diamond blade doesn't work so well on these bolts. Works really nice on rocks though. And let's see if Bryson can pry up the next section.
Oh no.
Might need the pry bar rather than the shovel. This one was definitely the most difficult one to lift. Took both of us working hard, but we got it. Knock down anything you want, I'll scrape it all up. So as Bryson was digging up farther to expose the next grate, we found out there is no next grate. Seems like this one was the last. There is still potential above as the sluice sort of drops off into a divot. Maybe the gold's in there. Because so far today, we really haven't found the gold in the grates. Though, this pan right here is the last of the scrapings off of that mat. Whoa, we're falling over. Woohoo! The last of the scrapings off that mat, and let's see if it's got any gold in it. Then we'll clear out the mats, then we'll scrape underneath. Two little specks. Well, that's not going to pay for the gas for the day. But there's the two little specks that were in the top section. I want nuggets, not those. Well, this would be the mats, cleaning out the mats in here. There is very, very, very little fine gold on this river. Only big chunks. So the mats probably don't have too much in it, but let's hope I'm wrong. You know, I'm wrong about most things. Why can't I be wrong about this? A couple little tiny specks, but yeah. Nothing to write home about. Okay, we've wire brushed it pretty good into the pan. I think while I pan this out, what Bryson should do is maybe at the head, dig down to see where what was just in front of the grates, because maybe a nugget came down, hit the first grate and couldn't make it up and over and into the sluice, and maybe it's sitting right there. Looking for quartz pieces in here. Really want to find a piece of quartz with gold on it. Well, here we go. The last pans of the graded area. One-handed, not gonna work. Putting down the camera. Okay, here's the last of this little pan here. Come on, big money, big money, big money. No money. Wah, wah, wah. Well, let's hope we get something at the head of that sluice then. My theory of the gold getting bigger and bigger as we went up the sluice didn't seem to pan out. Yes, pun intended. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. So at the end here, the concrete seems to fall down. It goes down. Yet on the side, it keeps going up. So we're hoping that they cast a nugget catcher down into the concrete itself, and that there's a little recess here that we can clear out and maybe find a nugget. I know, I have a lot of wishful thinking today. I'm really hoping for it. So the concrete drops about an inch. It goes down about an inch and then it's flat again. And we do see another bolt or something right there that maybe they had, you know, deeper riffles or something like that at the top that are just no longer there. Maybe at the time the old timers cleaned out the top, didn't find enough to bother cleaning out the bottom and just left the bottom. I don't know. We're gonna continue going up and see what we find. I'm gonna pan that out and see if there's anything in it. So Bryson says after investigating it, it goes back up an inch just on the other side. So like a foot that's down. That really makes me think it's a nugget trap that they cast right into the concrete. But so far, it didn't catch any nuggets, not for us. Bryson's found more metal grating. That little nugget trap seems to be a little transition point where they left it open and possibly changed direction. Kind of looks like it goes off in a little bit different direction than it was before, with a little nugget trap in between the two straight runs, let's hope. But it means we have a lot of rocks to move in order to get the next section out. So we dropped two of our sort of danger rocks that were kind of concerning to us down into the bottom of the sluice. Means it will never be used again, but oh well, we don't plan to use it again. And that allows us to work the next little section. The riffles that we see put in there are farther apart and deeper, so maybe they're catching the bigger gold. Yeah, that's it. And if you're starting to think that, oh, what a jerk Dan is making Bryson work so hard while he sits around and does nothing, I've actually hired Bryson for the day. I'm paying him to do this. Unfortunately, I just don't have it in me anymore. The heart surgery really took my sort of overall energy, overall what I can do out of me. So in order to do some of these harder things that I used to be able to do, luckily my buddy Bryson's here to help me out, and I can help him out a bit with a bit of cash as well. I'm a little concerned this grate might not be made in 2-foot sections like the lower grate was. The bar that holds it down is much longer. I see at least 2 bolts right now holding that bar down, and I'm guessing there's a third up under there. It looks like we may have a lot of work to do to get this section out. Well, we got the hold down up, which seems to be about 5 feet long. The riffles start, 6 inches up and 6 inches below, whatever. Probably means a 6-foot section of riffles. It is going to be hard to get those riffles out of here. We still have lots of material to move off the top, and then we start prying. It took a lot of finagling to get a leverage spot, but we got one, and the riffles are lifting. And they are in small sections. Oh, that's nice. Good job, Bryson.
Thank you.
So, the first foot of the upper section had another one of these weird pieces of gold, maybe? My old eyes just can't focus on this stuff. Maybe the camera's focusing better, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a piece of gold that's weathering right out of a piece of rock. That's my guess. Anyhow, on to foot 2. So, another one of those pieces I can't tell is gold or not. A big chunk of pyrite, and a 22 bullet. This stuff is fascinating me. I have no idea what it is. I found a long skinny piece of it, so I tried to bend it, and it actually broke. But it broke, and then something metallic down the center of it grabbed on, and the 2 pieces stayed together, and you can bend it around the center, whatever it is, that broke and held on. I'm really thinking the gray is a rock, and the yellow stuff I see is gold. Oh, I need a microscope. So the next section we ended up knocking almost all the gravel out of. So there's lots of gravel down there for me to pan. Bryson is just filling up panfuls and bringing them over for me to pan, putting them all together, and I'll show you the results once I get the third section of the upper sluice completely panned out. Bryson and I were thinking it was probably like 6 o'clock because of the way we feel right now. Looked at the time and it was 2. So I get down to about a quarter pan, Bryson dumps in a whole new pan on top, and I keep going. Once this whole section's done, everything that was in that section, everything heavy, will still be in my pan. Whatever this stuff is we're finding, this pan had a lot of it. We're getting closer to the top, bigger and more things are depositing, but I have no idea. I can't even guess right now. Last pan I was sure it was gold. This one, I have no idea. That piece is gold, I'll tell you that for sure. Oh, there's another one back here. That one's very yellowy. Well, there's the biggest for sure flake of the day. All the rest are maybes, much bigger than this, but this is the first, I know for sure that's gold. Getting the last grate out is a little bit difficult because we didn't remove quite enough rocks. So we're going to take some more of the rocks out before we lift that. We've got it loose, but we know that everything's going to come down on top of us if we try. Tired old Bryson. It's got a few more boulders in him today. Well, here's the last set of riffles. This is the 4th set we've done, and the 3rd set showed a lot of gold, so let's hope the fourth set has as much, if that stuff is actually gold. What we have in here, Bryson, about 5 pans worth of material?
Yeah, 5 or 6, something like that.
Oh, and that's gold. There's no doubt. That's a nugget of gold. There was a nugget at the top.
Well, that's cool. Yay!
And a bit more of that other funny stuff too. Probably 3/4 of a gram? Maybe a gram. Might be a grammer. Yeah, that's a grammer. We're gonna say it's a grammer.
Well, we did it. You did it again, Dan.
That's one of those pieces.
Strange.
Very, and it's heavy. It looks like lead like this, but I see pieces of gold sticking out of it.
Well, you'll have to go do some alchemy and let us know what it is.
Absolutely. Well, we have all the riffles out. Now it's time to pull the carpet and see what kind of nuggets are sitting on the carpet that was underneath the riffles. that rock was so Bryson didn't get wet feet. Okay, here's the mats. Washed out the mats and grabbed a little bit from around the sides. So we haven't scraped out the bottom underneath the mats. Bryson is really excited after that last nugget. He thinks there's going to be 6 in this one.
There better be.
Better be.
Or you're walking home.
It's my truck. Okay, let's have a look. No second nugget. One of these weird pieces, one little speck, and that's it.
Wah wah.
And in the scrapings from around the mats and underneath them, one more little nugget. That's nice to see. Well, everyone, we're done cleaning out the ground sluice, and we had so much fun doing it and found, well, one really nice nugget at the end, one small nugget, and a whole bunch of very odd gold. I'm going to take this stuff that we think is gold and leave a picture and weight of it right here. Then I'm going to take that stuff that we don't know if it's actually gold or not, and I'm going to clean it up and do some tests on it to see if it is actually gold. But that is going to be in its own video, own little short video. So stay tuned for part 3 of the illegal ground sluice. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I hope I've earned your subscription. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patron. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these weekly episodes of Dan Hurd Prospecting. Hope you're all having an amazing day. I sure am. And until the next video, everyone, bye. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say that we will be cleaning these out, knocking out all the material, panning it out just in case there's anything in it, and then carrying these out of the river valley here. We're just not going to do that today because we are really tired.